All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Harach HaKodash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Now, it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a Kogu lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who had a shame of looking like heathens, who spit by witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah God. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much, with this being the last days and stuff, remember the Lord said that in Hebrews 11:6 that He's a rewarder of those that diligently seek Him. So if we stay diligent and stuff, then guess what? He's going to keep the hedge. Now, every now and then and stuff, the demon's going to probably mess with us and whatnot and stuff. But hey, you got to believe. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe that the Lord will do all things and whatnot and stuff. And this is and don't doubt either. You know what I'm saying? Because if you doubt and stuff, all Satan is going to do or the demon's going to do is just mess with your flesh even more and stuff, to the point that you feel like that the Lord ain't with you no more. You know what I'm saying? And in these up and coming days and stuff, especially with Jacob's trouble Jacob's trouble is already here. You know what I'm saying? But as it increase and progress, you know what I'm saying, you got to believe and have faith. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was a brother, he did a sit down called Big Faith, and pretty much you gotta have. And then I think it was the brother Chazak from Mississippi, where he did a sit down stuff on one of his old pages, where it was saying that you gotta have crazy faith. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you gotta just believe, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? And what's part of the things and stuff that the Lord said that we're gonna receive and stuff, being indestructible. You know what I'm saying? Being indestructible. We gotta believe that that we will have that we gotta believe that the Lord will do this for us and stuff. And what the Lord said, He says, "Ask my name, and you shall receive it." And He also said that what is impossible with man is possible with Yahweh Shem Shai. There's brothers that I know of, you know what I'm saying, who well, one brother specifically and stuff, right? And he had syphilis, and syphilis is like when it feels like shards of glass in your blood and whatnot and stuff, or like the blood's supposed to look like a sipe. You know what I'm saying? And you feel that through your blood vessels and whatnot, right? And he believed that the Lord healed him, and you already know that the Lord had prayed, and then it's a bunch of different remedies and whatnot and stuff, But even if you don't go across the remedies and stuff, you could pray, and the Lord will heal you. And he wasn't the only brother who got healed. It was another brother who got healed from some type of disease. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was supposed to be so-called incurable. You know what I'm saying? And then there's also a guy who was going into how when it come down to AIDS or HIV and stuff, that there was a female that he was treating and whatnot and stuff, and he told her to use black seed oil. You know what I'm saying? And she was taking it internally, probably using it externally, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she was taking it over a course of months and whatnot. She ended up going to the doctor, and she didn't have the HIV or the AIDS no more. You know what I'm saying? And remember, the Lord said that He had gave us medicine out of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Some things ain't so potent and stuff. Some things are, but at the same time, there's a remedy to everything. You know what I'm saying? So this is Acts 28, verse 1. It says, "And when they were escaped, then they knew that the island was called Melita." It says in Barabbas, so like in Barbarius, it's like it says in the Barbarius people shewed us no little kindness, for they kindled a fire and received us every one because of the present rain and because of the cold. It says, and when Paul had gathered a bundle with sticks and laid them on the fire, it says there came a viper out of the heat and fastened upon his hand. And when it comes down to viper, a viper's venomous, very poisonous and stuff. And I've been, personal, experience and stuff. I've been poisoned before and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yet nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And then when I end up going to the doctor and whatnot to see if something was wrong and whatnot, it was not there. You know what I'm saying? And it says, verse 3, it says, and when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks, well, it's like I read that already, right? And it says, verse 4, it says, and when the barbarians saw that the venomous beast hanged on his hand, they said among themselves, no doubt, this man is a murderer, whom though he had escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live. It says, and he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it wrong and whatnot and stuff. The Lord put you through the ringer and whatnot. The Lord already knows if He's gonna heal you or not and stuff, right? And the thing is that if you you more than likely probably ain't gonna even notice it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go about your own merry old day and stuff, you know. And you're gonna have to believe, because other than that, if you don't believe and stuff, then why should the Lord why should the Lord do it? You know what I'm saying? And you also got to look at it this way, that the spiritual hedge and spiritual power and stuff is on its way. You know. So this is it says whom though he had escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffered not to live, right? So they thought Paul was going to die. Verse 5, it says, and he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. I read that. Verse 6, it says, howbeit they looked when he should have swollen, right? In a result, you know what I'm saying, of getting venomous, you know what I'm saying, venom stretched forward in your veins and whatnot and stuff. He should have swelled up, you know what I'm saying. He should have gotten red from the inflammation and whatnot and stuff. These different things should have happened, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't, right? And it says or falling down dead suddenly, you know what I'm saying, because even when it comes down to venomous poison, you know what I'm saying, or poison from a snake and whatnot and stuff, you're not living for too long, you know what I'm saying, it could be a cobra, rattlesnake, even even getting bit by a spider, a poisonous spider and stuff, and yet still not dying from it, you know. Not deteriorating. Your body ain't attacking itself and stuff, where you dying and whatnot and stuff, right? It says but after they had looked a great while, right? So a certain time period and stuff. Now it was short, but say, even across a couple of days, right? Not in Paul's situation and stuff, but for anybody else's situation, right? It's just, and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a God and he had the hedge. He had the spiritual hedge, you know, you know, and I'm just pretty much going into the fact that the Lord is going to give us power, man. It's going to be certain things that's going to be within our lives and stuff that we're going to look back as a testimony and stuff. And we know that we couldn't do it on ourselves and stuff. But since we believe, we know that we couldn't do it when it come down to ourselves. But when it come down to Yahweh Shai, he made a way and stuff. And some of us, the Lord just went ahead and just healed, man. This happened. It personally happened to me. You know what I'm saying? When I got poisoned, I should have died. It felt like my organs were shutting down and stuff, but yet I still lived. And it was only just for a short while and stuff, but then it went away. And then the brother that I was referring to, You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mention his name, because I don't know if he'll feel comfortable. But the brother that I mentioned and stuff, he had that for a long time, and I believe that when it come down to syphilis and stuff, you're born with that. You know what I'm saying? You're born with that, and that's supposed to be something. I know somebody from the world who had syphilis and they died, but this brother, in the truth, he ain't died from it and actually get cured. You know what I'm saying? He's no longer feeling symptoms. You know, and that's not there's brothers that have speech and impairments. You know what I'm saying? And yet that's cleared up and they speak well, man. You know, you know. This is so I'm glad that. So this is and then you gotta also think about it like this too. You gotta think about it like this too. You really think that we're gonna receive the power to kill and to heal, and the Lord is not gonna allow us to be able to heal ourselves? We healing everybody else, but we can't heal ourselves down. You know. So this is Matthew 17:20. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, it said, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. You know what I'm saying? So even if you got a little faith and whatnot and stuff, guess what? As long as you hang on to that faith, guess what? Nothing's gonna hinder you and stuff, right? And it says, this is Matthew's 19:26, and those so like in back verse Matthew 17:20 stuff, those mountains and stuff are just different obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Different demons that's messing with you and stuff. There was brothers, who probably having issues when it come down to their eyes and stuff. They probably had issues when it came down to their skin and stuff. There's another brother and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He used, I haven't seen him in a minute and stuff, but he'll have like something, it would be something upon his flesh and whatnot and stuff, Shoot, another brother, he was dealing with eczema and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now the eczema is gone, and all he did was pray for it to go away, you know? And then the other brother I was bringing up bringing up before, the brother with eczema and stuff, he had something and stuff where it was like bumpy on his flesh and whatnot and stuff, and that went away. You know, not everybody's going to be in a situation like Apostle Paul, who's going to have a thorn in the flesh, and he had a thorn in the flesh, and it doesn't say exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? But when he got bit by that serpent and stuff, he ain't die. The Lord excused that with ease. You know. You know. So this is Matthew 19:26. It said, but Yahweh Shai beheld them and said unto them, it says, with men this is impossible. It says, but with the Most High all things are possible. So and what the Lord say, let me grab it. This is Job 5, or you I can get to Job 5. Job 5, start at 17. This is Job 5:17. It says, behold, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth. It says, therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. It says, for he maketh sore or bindeth up. It says he woundeth. No, it's like it. It says, for he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. You know, so that means that the Lord can put you in a situation where he mess you over for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? It could be for a chastening. It could be for a test. Look at when it came down to Job. Job had boils. You know what I'm saying? You know, healthy man. He was rich. You know what I'm saying? You know that he knew about eating right and whatnot and stuff because he was one that feared the Lord. So you know he had balance. But what the Lord do? Give him boils. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, it's like it. That's what Satan did. You know, because Satan was trying to get him to turn away from the Lord. You know, Satan gave him boils. Satan messed with his health. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all that was done away with. You know what I'm saying? While he lived. You know, it was like it never even happened onto him. You know, you know. So really, it could just be a demon, or it could be just a test. You know what I'm saying? To see if you're going to have faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we never know what the tests are that the Lord is going to give us, but we know that the Lord can do all things. And what the scripture says, it says that we shall eat poison and shall not die. You know, we shall eat poison and shall not die. You know, and what the scripture says, it says that we shall eat our food. This is Ezekiel 3 and 14. And it says, 4 and 13. So like it. So this is Ezekiel 4 and 13. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread, you know what I'm saying, among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually look at the different stuff, and this is for all Israel, but when you look at most of the, if you look at the labels that's on the back of these, a lot of these nutritional labels and whatnot, when you look up those words and stuff, you find out what it really is. You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but hey, most of the rice and stuff is made out of plastic. You know what happens if you eat plastic? You ever seen a pigeon and whatnot when it started to decompose and you saw that its belly was full of plastic? You know what I'm saying? It died when it come down to the whales that was beaching themselves and stuff, and they cut them open. Their stomachs was full of plastic bags and whatnot and stuff. You know, and they died from it. You know, and most of the food that we eat is made from plastic. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have they got they got look at all these different recalls and stuff when it comes from beef, chicken, turkey, you know what I'm saying, you know, from all these different meats and whatnot and stuff, or even cabbage, you know, certain vegetables and stuff where they had to recall, you know what I'm saying, but it was already too late, you know what I'm saying, you know, and uh, 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 people who ate it and whatnot and stuff and yet didn't get sick, you know, and get sick or nothing even happened to them and stuff. And you can't be like, well, you know, it's coincidence and stuff that the you know, the certain bag of food that they got that day and stuff, it didn't mess with them because it was all good. No, it could have been poisonous. It could have been tainted. It could have been messed up, you know, but yet the Lord made it where the Lord made it where it ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You know, or made it where it didn't affect you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and time will tell. You know, time will tell. You know, the different. It was a video, and I know I'm kind of all over the place, but it's around the same topic. There was a video that a guy had did. It was off World Star Hip Hop, which I call Judgment TV, and what happened was that he was going into the different tetanus shots and booster shots and stuff that you get when you was a child. You know what I'm saying? You know, where they was giving you urine, they was giving you blood samples of random other people and stuff, and this was all mixed within those different shots and whatnot. That one of them was antifreeze was in there as well. You know what I'm saying? Antifreeze was in there and stuff, and certain chemicals that you use to clean surfaces and floors and whatnot was in these different shots that they say that you need when it comes down to going to school. You know what I'm saying? Back before all this Rona came about. You know what I'm saying? This Rona 19, before all this happened, you know what I'm saying? All those different shots that you had to take for your physical and you had to present it into your school just so you could be accepted. Most of those shots had some abominable things in there. Nothing that was actually doing anything to help you, you know what I'm saying, but to poison you. And yet people still lived. Nothing happened when it came down to their brains. Nothing happened to their bloodstream. Nothing happened to their flesh and stuff. They were still able to do stuff, man. Still able to do things and stuff, man. Even till this day, when it come down to cigarettes, right? Oh, so many people smoke cigarettes. So many people vape and do e-cigarettes or even smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Or consume any type of tobacco product. And guess what happens? That you get when it come down to the cigarette and stuff, right? The white papers that they use and stuff, they bleach those papers. You know what I'm saying? And then when it come down to tobacco and stuff, they put nicotine in it and stuff so it can have you addictive. And then when you smoke and stuff, it decays the mouth. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people who've been smoking for a long time, but yet didn't lose their teeth. You know what I'm saying? You got and then what else it does and stuff? It nourish your blood veins. You know what I'm saying? It destroys your soft tissues and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because when you inhale and stuff, not only are you drying up the fluids and stuff to keep your lungs lubricated and stuff, but then at the same time you're filling it up with poison. And we already know what they show for people who actually we already know what happens when it come down to people who wasn't so lucky and stuff, what it actually do to their lungs. You know what I'm saying? But you have people that's probably like 70, 80 years old, and they still smoke cigarettes and whatnot and stuff. And they've been smoking for 40, 50, 60 years and whatnot and stuff, or even 70 years. Some people actually start smoking early and stuff, like really, really early and whatnot. And, just so they can be, what they call it, peer pressure, you know what I'm saying? So they can be cool like everybody else and stuff, right? And yet they still alive. You know what I'm saying? Lungs in good condition. You know what I'm saying? Except for probably like old age or something, I don't know. But they still good. Look at the people that eat pork. That's been eating pork ever since they was young until this day. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that many issues and whatnot. Doesn't mean that they should still eat the stuff and whatnot, or still smoke and whatnot, or consume things and stuff that could destroy their bodies and stuff, right? It doesn't mean they can continue to consume those things. But the thing is that they not getting hurt from it. If you actually took the time out to look at the different things that you eat and stuff, and find out the things that they put in your food and stuff, you'll be surprised that you still living, or haven't felt anything and stuff, or haven't received any bad reactions and whatnot and stuff, that was detrimental or permanent. You know what I'm saying? That should have been detrimental or permanent, but yet didn't happen. You know, and a lot of people got testimonies and stuff, including myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Where it seems like that you're indestructible. You know, you know, you can't die. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally can't die. You know, look at the air we breathe and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It got bromine in there. You know, it got thermite and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And these are harsh chemicals and stuff that would destroy your immune system, but yet we still alive. You got people out there who immune system is destroyed. They wearing 1 or 3 masks. You know what I'm saying, for several hours. Smoking a cigarette on top of that, smoking weed on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Bong hitter, boiler, whatever you call it, a bowl, whatever, you know, and it ain't dying, you know. And then after finding out when it come down to the Rona 19 test, what they do when it come down to that, finding out what they actually doing and stuff when it come down to those Q-tips. Hey, them things supposed to mess you over and stuff, but it's not. You know, the different testings and whatnot and stuff that people are receiving now. It's the Rona is actually taking people out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But well, it's lucky not to bring that up and stuff. Shouldn't bring that up. But all the synthetic meat. You know what I'm saying? The fake food that you eat and whatnot and stuff. Hey, we should have been dead. Yeah, we're not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not. You know what I'm saying? So hey, pray to the Lord, and He gonna make sure that it happens for you and stuff, man. And nobody can turn you away from it, man. This is James chapter 1, verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. And and here's another thing: the Lord will direct, because the scripture says that man's goings is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? The Lord will direct you to you might get a craving to eat certain foods and stuff. You might get you might want to stay away from certain things and whatnot and stuff, and then next thing you know, whatever previous symptoms, and you doing the daily checkup and stuff, they checking your vitals and whatnot and stuff, or they check your pee and whatnot and stuff, right? And they see that nothing's wrong with you and stuff, and they're gonna be perplexed. They're gonna be like, what are you doing? What are you taking and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's what the first thing that most doctors are gonna ask, especially if you're doing daily and regular routine checkups, man. They're gonna ask. They see something detrimental in your system and stuff, and then they're gonna be wondering. They're gonna be wondering, well, what did you do and stuff to change that? You know what I'm saying? And just to bring this up, when I was in the world and stuff, you know what I'm saying, back when I was smoking weed, there was one day when I had smoked some weed and stuff, and it was allowed. You know what I'm saying? It was, I think it was like either Blue Dream mixed with sour diesel or something like that and stuff. And I was smoking and stuff. And I was a big guy. All I wanted to do was smoke, and all I cared about was, not all I cared about and stuff, but, I love to smoke. It was my preferred thing to do, my preferred poison. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like that song, Pick Your Poison, Tell Me What You Do, by Kendrick Lamar. I think it's called Money Trees. And then, I had a job the next day. Now, I didn't know about the truth. I didn't know that the true names was Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and stuff. I was still calling them by the J names, right? And what ended up happening was that, I was drinking water. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do different exercises and whatnot and stuff. I didn't know anything about no water pills. I didn't know anything about the cranberry juice and stuff. I didn't know anything about that and stuff, right? Next day, you had to do the breathalyzing and stuff, and they was also checking your pee and whatnot and stuff, and it was for a job at a temp agency and stuff. And there was nothing there, and I know I smoked the day before. But since I prayed and stuff, it was not found in my system. You know what I'm saying? Because I had faith, whatever the level was, back then, probably blind faith more than likely and stuff. But whatever level of faith that I had, I believed that the Lord was going to do it. And that's the reason why I prayed. And guess what? He made sure that it happened. So if he able to do it when it comes down to drug tests and stuff, then I know he could do it when it comes down to anything else and stuff that could mess you up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So this says, verse 6, it says, verse 5 again, James 1 and 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it don't necessarily just have to be with wisdom. It could be anything and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that you lacking. You know, if you lack information when it come down to health, or it's like, it's many brothers and stuff that be like, brother, can you brothers be asking other brothers and stuff to pray for them stuff because they feel like they underneath the weather and stuff, and then the next 5 minutes it ain't no longer there. And most of the time it just be a demon. You know what I'm saying? It be a demon. You know, you know, it be a demon just messing with you temporarily and stuff, trying to struggle your faith and whatnot and stuff. And then next, it'd be gone. And what the scripture says is that some demons don't go out with except by some demons you can't get rid of and stuff except for prayer and fasting. And guess what? Fasting kills off. Well, don't quote me on it and stuff, but fasting, it destroys a lot of stuff, people who's parasitic and whatnot and stuff, fasting will destroy the parasites in your body and stuff, because if they can't eat, if you're not eating or drinking and stuff, then guess what? They can't get any nutrients, so they die and they get flushed out your body. Plain and simple, right? And it says, and that's another reason why you're not supposed to eat bloody meat. Right. So it says, verse 6, it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. So you got to believe, It says, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. So, you believe, but then it's like, oh, no, I don't think he's going to do it and stuff. And then you believe again and stuff. And it's like, oh, no, I don't think he's going to do it. You can't be like that and stuff when you come into the Lord, because why you come in the first place? You had to believe that he was going to do something. That's why you came. So stick to that, right? Verse 7, it says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. At verse 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know what I'm saying? So you just walking to and fro and stuff, whether you believe or not. You don't even know. Right? And you don't want to have a doubtful mind and whatnot and stuff, because in the end, the thing that you doubt and stuff, more than likely, think about it like this. If you believe first and stuff, but then you doubt afterwards and stuff, when you doubt, that's what you're going to believe. That is not going to happen. See how that works? You know what I'm saying? Right? But if you believe, and knowing the Lord, what tends to happen, knowing how the Lord could be dramatic sometimes and stuff, because he's a great author. You know what I'm saying, right? The Lord can sit up here and make it where as soon as you think, say it been like a day or a couple of hours or a couple of minutes and stuff, or a couple of days or a week. You know what I'm saying? If it even goes towards a month, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say, however long that he tries out your faith and whatnot and stuff, right? He probably just want to prove you like he did Job, but at the same time, as soon as you be like, man, you know what? This is what I deserve with the wool and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Making stupid decisions and whatnot and stuff. And then next thing as soon as gonna be like, you know what, I'm finna just leave it alone and whatnot and stuff. The next thing everything that you dealing with and stuff is gone. And when I say gone and stuff, I'm talking about anything bad that you're dealing with is gone. Somebody can mess around and have scurvy and whatnot and stuff, and the Lord's going to direct them to start eating more oranges or taking more vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? And then the scurvy go away and stuff, and what they going to do? They going to praise the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't even know that the Lord was the one who directed them in their past and stuff to eat oranges just so they can get rid of the scurvy or anything that was high in vitamin C so they can get rid of the scurvy. But they going to praise the Lord, because more than likely they going to pray to the Lord asking for his help. You know, So the Lord can do anything, man. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe, man. Even from personal experience and stuff in the past. You know what I'm saying? Thought I was gonna be gone, thought everything was shutting down, thought I was gonna die and stuff, and then come to find out I was good. I went to the doctors and made sure that everything was all good and stuff, and they said you perfectly fine. So if the Lord could do it, if the Lord can do it for me, He can do it for you as well. So all this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua HaRachakodash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to elect, which you ought to be. And when it comes down to prayers, and when you read in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha, the first chapter in the prologue, it talks about when you speak in Hebrew and stuff is stronger. You know what I'm saying? Now, even if you don't speak in Hebrew and stuff, it doesn't mean that the Lord ain't hear you and stuff, But at the same time, He do hears the prayers. You know what I'm saying? He hears them, He hears them. You know what I'm saying? I had an elder brother asked me to pray for him and stuff when he slipped and broke his ankle. You know what I'm saying? The Lord healed him. Prayed for him, and he said that the pain went away. There was a brother where he got bit by a dog and stuff, and it was green ooze coming out of his body. Some green and stuff, not rabies. You know what I'm saying? It was something, he got bit by a dog, and yet some green pus was coming out of his body. Green. You know what I'm saying? They look toxic and stuff. They look like something where it almost seemed like that he would have had to probably amputate his leg and stuff, but he prayed to the Lord, and next thing you know, he was all good. Walking again, running again, squatting again, whatever. Never worked out with him, but I'm just saying. Back in tip-top health, tip-top shape, So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua HaRachakodash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to elect, which we ought to be. And I know I said, I was going to call it off with this, but it's also another thing. The scripture also talks about in the book of Sirach, it says, when it comes down to the herbs and whatnot and stuff, a wise man would not abhor them. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe the Lord just wants you to get in shape. Maybe He wants you to change your diet and stuff, so you won't be eating fried foods, meat, cheese, and bread and greasy spoon and whatnot and stuff. Having you excited. Maybe He wants you alkaline and whatnot and stuff. And then next, you'll change your diet. Because the scriptures do say that a man will care for his diet, man. And you gotta think about that, man. So hope it is edifying, and shalom.